The wildfire disaster in Northern California is worsening, and there appears to be no end in sight. The fires are now blamed for at least 23 deaths. "285 other people are reported missing, though officials suspect many of them are just out of touch with loved ones. 3,500 homes and businesses have been destroyed.
Think about this. There are entire towns that are under evacuation orders. Highway patrol officers went door to door in parts of Sonoma County overnight, strongly advising homeowners to leave, get out.
At least 22 large fires are burning in California at this hour. Carter Evans is in Santa Rosa, where firefighters are still having trouble getting into some burned out areas. Carter, good morning.
Good morning. I'm standing in front of what was once a Kmart that has been obliterated. You can just imagine how hot it was to bend those steel I-beams. And take a look inside. You can see the burned out shopping carts there. This is what it looked like when it was fully engulfed. Firefighters say there was nothing they could do. Towering flames lit up the night sky, a warning to those still in the path of the wildfire. In parts of California, the safest place to view it is from the air. California Highway Patrol captured hillsides and towns burning to the ground.
There's been fires that just blow through. This has been going on for 3 days with no resolution. We're just on edge right now.
The fires have now burned about 265 square miles. An area half the size of Los Angeles.
We are in this fight for the long haul. It's going to continue to get worse before it gets better.
More than 8,000 firefighters are facing extremely dry conditions. Gusty winds, some topping 75 miles per hour, are changing direction with each passing minute.
Any change in these winds and it's pushing the fire right through this dry grass towards homes.
Battalion Chief Jonathan Cox says some of these firefighters have been working nonstop since Sunday. They're fighting extreme exhaustion, with some men catching sleep whenever they can.
We have dozens of firefighters who've been affected themselves, lost homes, had families who've been impacted.
And they're still out here fighting the fire?
And they're still out here fighting the fire.
What's happening?
New video from when the wildfire broke out shows first responders driving right into the inferno. More than 20,000 people have been evacuated from their homes. One family put sprinklers on their roof and begged first responders to save their house. Meanwhile, some are returning to the most devastated areas for the first time to see the damage up close.
This is absolutely devastating. It's heartbreaking. It is crushing. This looks like another planet.
Good morning, guys. Wow, I forgot my sunglasses. Well, we are still here in Mendocino, and we didn't post a video yesterday. You know, I don't know why it is that we were sent over this way and turned off of the highway, and our plans were totally changed. But you know what? What happens when you're making plans? Generally, life. Isn't that how that goes? Life happens when you're making plans. We didn't post a video yesterday because there were no major updates. But I have to tell you, being here in Mendocino, in this beautiful place, there was also, there was a little bit of inconvenience getting turned off the Highway 101, closed at Willits. We took Highway 20 in, and yeah, it was kind of a fun inconvenience, but an inconvenience nonetheless. But the more these fires evolved in Santa Rosa, and the tragedy that is kind of unfolding for so many people, thousands and thousands of people have been displaced from their homes. They're losing their homes. They're, that inconvenience kind of turned to a guilt. Here we are in this beautiful place, and we don't have it so bad, So today is going to be an unedited vlog. We're just going to put this up on the net and let everybody know. Today we're not going to travel around seeing the different sites, touring the different coffee shops. Today is going to be about seeing what we can do to help. It almost seems kind of selfish that we're here and we're so close yet unaffected by this fire, other than a minor inconvenience. There's a bit of guilt there. You see everything that's happening with these folks. So Miss Karen is inside the coach right now. She's getting ready, and we are going to be touring today. This is going to be the first part of a two-part video today. And I'm sorry that traffic is going by. We are parked on the side of Highway 1 just north of Mendocino, and we have a beautiful spot here. We've done a couple of rides and so forth, but we're not posting any of those videos today. We're going to see what we can do to help. There are some locals here in town that have put up signs on the side of the highway offering refuge for evacuees and anybody that has to go this far to kind of get away from the fires and need someplace safe to stay. And it's the little bit that we can do to kind of give some information on what's happening here and what you will find here. I can tell you that yesterday we went to one of the state parks, and we just went to dump off and see if we could dump some trash. And the ranger at the front gate, once we told him that we're just waiting. We can't move further down south as originally planned, and asked if we could just dump some trash there. And not only did he was very accommodating and said absolutely, told us directions in the park how to get to the trash cans, and even went so far as, do you need to dump? Do you need water? I think everybody kind of realizes the gravity, and we're just now coming to that understanding, and we're just now seeing, how it's affecting people's lives. So today we're going to travel around and see some of the places and show that there is space here. Unofficially, you know, I don't have any right to invite these people and these evacuees to this beautiful place, but you know what? I think there are so many videos showing the tragedy and showing the destruction. Nobody's showing or giving any sort of help as to where these people can go other than an evacuation center. So I would say if you had an RV, if you had the ability to get out, and we had, you can see down the way here, it is a fairly long parking area right here, and these little pull-out areas are all along Highway 1. We have had people every night stopping to stay, and we have elected to stay here and have been here for a couple days. We've had no hassles whatsoever. We've met with townspeople in town, and everybody is very accommodating and empathetic and sympathetic to people's lives who have been disrupted by the fires, and it's kind of nice. So there are places to park here, and this actually is not posted no camping, so we have gotten away for a few days staying here, and we're going to show some of the other places. There are some people with signs in town that have said evacuees welcome, and we're going to go talk to them and see where they're at, and just offer what we can to give a little bit of information out there to somebody who's contemplating getting out, trying to find some place to go. That's the most we can do, and we're gonna try to post that up just as soon as we can sometime later on today. So take care all, and we'll see you later today. Bye.